welcome to the Araneta Coliseum. For ABS-CBN Sports, I'm Boom Gonzalez, and welcome to the 2009 Men's Basketball Special Awards. We are moments away from Game 1 of the finals of the 72nd season of the UAAP, pitting the defending champion Ateneo Blue Eagles and the University of the East Red Warriors. It's good to see you all again. Hopefully you're all in good spirits and safe and dry too. Before we take time off, or before we get to game number 1, we'll take time off and recognize the best of the best and hand out some precious hardware along with valuable prizes courtesy of our friends. This, as I mentioned, is the 2009 Men's Basketball Special Awards. Let's kick things off with our first award, the Tokyo Holy Cow Highlight Player Award. Now, you know, in the UAAP, there are certain players when you watch on TV or you watch here at the Araneta Coliseum, they have that special quality that make you gasp, say ooh and ah when they make that highlight play after highlight play each game. Helping us hand out 10,000 pesos worth of gift certificates is Mr. Shark Alonzo, the brand officer of Tokyo. Good afternoon, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Tokyo Holy Cow Highlight Player of the Year is from the UE Red Warriors, none other than the high-flying, electrifying Elmer Espiritu. Congratulations, Elmer. And thank you very much again, Mr. Shark Alonzo, brand officer of Tokyo. Sir, good afternoon. Elmer, dito muna. Yan, diyan ka lang. Enjoy your award first. Next, on our awards list, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Caltex Star Shooter of the Year Award. Now, the Caltex Star Shooter of the Year Award is given to the player with the best three-point shooting percentage after the elimination round. And assisting us in awarding 10,000 pesos worth of Caltex Star Cards and a Techron D jacket is Mr. June Reyes, the Area Marketing Support Manager of Chevron Philippines. Good afternoon, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the Caltex Star Shooter of the Year shot a league best 47.7% from beyond the three-point arc from the USD Growling Tigers. Mr. Jerick Fortuna. Congratulations, Jerick. And thank you again to Mr. June Reyes. We'll be back with more of the 2009 Men's Basketball Special Awards. We're back with you here at the Araneta Coliseum. We're live on Studio 23. Welcome back, folks, for the 2009 Men's Basketball Special Awards. Again, for ABS-CBN Sports, I'm Boom Gonzalez. We now proceed with our next award, the Jollibee Champ of the Season. There can only be one player who leads a league in scoring and is without a doubt the Jollibee Champ of the Season. And presenting the trophy along with 40,000 pesos in cash is Miss Eileen Ricasata, Marketing Manager for Jollibee. The Jollibee champ of the season averaged a league best 18.9 points a game. The winner is... from the UST Growling Tigers, Mr. Dylan Ababu is the Jollibee champ of the season. Congratulations, Mr. Dylan Ababu. And thank you again to Ms. Eileen Ricasata, Marketing Manager for Jollibee. Congratulations, Dylan. Now we have the most potent pair of the season 72. It's the Jollibee Yum Doubles duo of the season. And twice, as we say, is definitely nice. And there's a pair of ballers who not only filled up the stat sheets, but more importantly, led their team to the most wins during this season, thus making them the Jollibee Yum Doubles duo of the season. And awarding the trophies and a pair of 25,000 peso, make that 25,000 pesos in cash for each are Miss Kay Segismundo, Brand Manager for Jollibee, and Miss Charisse Yakapin, Assistant Brand Manager for Jollibee. Good afternoon and welcome to the Araneta Coliseum. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jollibee Yum Doubles duo of the season come from the defending champion. Number one team of the league, the Ateneo Blue Eagles, Rabah Al Husseini and Eric Salamat. Congratulations, Rabah. Congratulations, Eric. We'll see more of them in a bit, obviously. And thank you to Ms. Kay Segismundo and Ms. Charisse Yakapin. More of the 2009 Men's Basketball Special Awards when we come back. Welcome back again to the Araneta Coliseum for the 2009 Men's Basketball Special Awards. Moving on, there's one individual who made it a point to shut down his foes, and for that he earned the nod as the Smart Defensive Player of the Year. The Smart Defensive Player of the Year will receive a trophy and a 3G touchscreen handset courtesy of Smart. And we have Mr. Lloyd Manaloto, Senior Brand Manager of Smart Buddy, joining us this afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. The 2009 Smart Defensive Player of the Year not only led the league with 2.8 shot blocks during the elimination round, but he also altered several attempts at the basket. The winner of the 2009 Smart Defensive Player of the Year is... from the UE Red Warriors, Mr. Elmer Espiritu. Elmer. Couple of awards, not so bad. We'll see more from Elmer Espiritu in a bit. Now, there are players, ladies and gentlemen, who come off the bench and quickly make an impact when they are out there on the floor, or out here on the floor, rather. The one individual significantly rather, provided the biggest boost off the bench has earned the right to be called the KFC Sixth Man of the Year. And assisting us in handing out 10,000 pesos in cash. To make that 10,000 pesos worth of gift checks from KFC is Mr. Dustin Ngo, Marketing Officer from KFC Philippines. Good afternoon, sir, and welcome to the Araneta Coliseum. He averaged 7.5 points and almost 4 rebounds off the bench. The KFC Sixth Man of the Year is... from the defending champions Ateneo Blue Eagles, Mr. Nico Salva. We'll be back with more of the 2009 Men's Basketball Special Awards. Stay with us, please. Hello and welcome back to the 2009 Men's Basketball Special Awards. The mark of true greatness is the ability to improve each season. And one player significantly raised his performance this year, making him hands down the Appitan Most Improved Player of the season. Handing out the plaque and 7,000 worth of products and 10,000 pesos in cash from Appitan is Mr. Willie De Los Santos, Senior Consultant from Appitan Weight Gain. Ladies and gentlemen, from merely averaging 6.7 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 1.6 assists in season 71, he upped his stats to 14.6 points, 5.8 rebounds, and a league best 5 assists an outing this year. The Appitan Most Improved Player of the season is Mr. Paul Lee from the UE Red Warriors. Congratulations, Mr. Paul Lee. And thank you again, Mr. Willie De Los Santos. Thanks for joining us. Finally, we have the last special award, which is the PS Bank Maasahan Player of the Season. Time and time again, this individual saved his team from the clutches of defeat and played the role of the ultimate hero. Awarding 75,000 pesos to our winner is Mr. Jude Montinola, Vice President of Marketing of PS Bank. Good afternoon, sir. The 2009 PS Bank Maasahan Player of the Season is... from the Ateneo Blue Eagles, Mr. Eric Salamat. Congratulations, Mr. Eric Salamat. Congratulations to all the winners for the 2009 Men's Basketball Special Awards. Hang on tight, Philippines. Coming up, game number 1 of the finals of the 72nd season of the UAAP here on Studio 23. It is Ateneo versus UE when we come back.
Of agony, pain, and countless battles, two teams displayed great resolve, fighting spirit, and indomitable will. Now, the two emerged from the pack, ready to clash in a titanic showdown for the ultimate prize.
Baseline long puts up a long. Jai Reyes starts to get hot. Anyada stripped. Salamat. Easy basket for him. Back to Boyce. Finds attacking. Seconds. Wow, Al Husseini off the dish.
Number one thing is it gives the three seniors a chance to win another championship, which was one of our motivations at the beginning of the year, to try to win it again for our veterans, for our seniors. Every time you coach a group of guys, particularly a group of guys who what you're trying to execute, and they go out and really make sure that they execute it for you, your game plan, your strategies, then of course you want to win for them. So this for me is all about the players. Being back in the finals, giving them another chance, particularly Jai, Rabbi, and Noy, to win a championship before they leave.
Now, back to Rudy, space to shoot, gets it to go!
Wow, man is on fire.
And UE takes the driver's seat.
I think yung more than talent. How can you say di talented yung 8 team na dinaanan namin to get here? Wala nang momentum. Ateneo is on an 11-game winning streak. Kami 8. So I told the boys, nung mag-usap kami, sabi ko, Ateneo needs to win 13 in a row to win the championship. Tayo 10 lang. Kalaban namin, defending champion against our team na has not won in the last 2 decades. Diba? So talagang underdog talaga. Dasal, maniwala, sama-sama lang kami.
The stakes are higher, the struggles are harder, the challenges are tougher, but the reward is immeasurable.
Ateneo has done what champion teams do. Win the big games, win the close games, win the grinded out defensive games, and even blowing out a couple of teams in the process. Except for a hiccup against an inspired UP team, they've been almost unbeatable. They've done everything they could to put themselves in a position to defend their title. UE, on the other hand, has once again proven the sports cliche, it's not how you start, but how you finish the season. And boy, did they finish strong. They've done everything they could to put themselves in a position to end a 24-year title drought. Ladies and gentlemen, a shot at history versus a shot at redemption. A team trying to defend the title against a team trying to erase the bitter memory of the year 2007. It is not the battle of David versus Goliath, but yet it is a battle of bulk versus bravado. Game 1 of the finals of Season 72 of the UAAP here on Studio 23. We are live and it is exclusive, and it is also available in high definition via Sky Cable Channel 166. It is good to have you with us again. Everybody here in the Araneta Coliseum, it's great to be back here in front of you. For ABS-CBN Sports, Boom Gonzalez, TJ Manotoc. TJ, intriguing matchup between these two teams, not only from a team standpoint, but even the individual matchups are going to be very juicy.
Absolutely. You know these two teams have so much characteristics going deep down into their bench. There's so much history also with those respective players wanting to win championships. You've got guys like Jai Reyes and Ateneo, on a personal note, wanting to win back-to-back, just like his Tito Jun Reyes back in the 80s. You've got guys like Pari Llagas and Paul Lee, who have had the heartbreak stories in the past years of UE. So different scenarios, different things that motivate them, but it's going to boil down to for their schools and the hunger. The hungrier team will take home the title for sure.
All right, let's look at some numbers and check out, let's check out the two previous meetings first before these two teams got into the finals. Unfortunately for the UE Red Warriors, this was the only team that they were not able to beat in Season 72, and the other common denominator is Rabah Al Husseini. Although Val Acuña did so well in game number 1 of these two teams, Rabah and the rest of Ateneo came back strong to sweep it under their feet.
That was in July 16, early in the first round, and Ateneo walloped UE in the final score, although UE did have the lead at the half, 37-35, thanks to, as you mentioned, the explosion of Val Acuña, with 19 points actually in the first half, but then after that, he pretty much disappeared. It was Rabah Al Husseini who picked up the cudgels for Ateneo, scoring 27 points, adding 11 rebounds, and add to that, he was 12 out of 21 from the field, 3 assists, 1 block, and dig this, 0 turnovers.
Wow.
For a guy with that many touches, that many attempts, with no turnovers and 3 assists, that means you took care of that ball. You were not careless in throwing it out and making sure that every time you touched the ball, either you scored or you had a good pass or you had a good kick out. So pretty much almost a perfect game for Rabah in their first encounter.
And the team as a whole really showed a lot of character coming back from a 17-point deficit to win that one. We fast forward to around August 13 right here at the Araneta Coliseum. That one, UE tried to turn the tables around Ateneo. They tried to come back. Paul Lee was doing so well in that game. He scored 20 points, but unfortunately, again, without Pari Llagas, they even had more problems against the big man who stood tall and stood proud, the reigning MVP.
That was the first game for UE in the second round, and it was the game wherein they had to miss Pari Llagas due to a suspension.
Yes.
And he was the main guy who would really do his best to try to hold down Rabah Al Husseini. Without him, that's what happened. 30 points, 12 rebounds, even better field goal shooting. 12 out of 19 was his field goal shooting. 2 assists, 2 blocks, but he did have 4 turnovers in that game, so you could put it that way that UE still tried to harass him a bit and made him lose the ball. But as you said, UE had their run in that game. Ateneo was up big in the first half, and UE showed their, their inspiration and their fire to make that run. After that loss, I guess they learned a thing or two, and they won 7 straight games going to the Final Four.
Just a footnote, TJ, and coming into the finals, this is going to be very important. Rabah Al Husseini is averaging 28.5 games against the UE Red Warriors. Now let's check out some numbers between these two teams in the 2 games that they played in the elimination round as we check out our Corneto comparative stats. Select a Corneto tip to top sarap.
Well, because of that one big blowout game, obviously, the points for Ateneo will be so much bigger Then UE, 76 points per game for Ateneo there. Only 66 points per game for UE. Field goal shooting percentages are a major discrepancy, 44.5% and only 31.6 for UE. But the one thing going good for UE is if you look at their last two big games against FEU, they have shot 41.5% in the Final Four. Going to the rebounding statistic, also another big advantage for Ateneo, 49 to 41.5. Although the offensive boards have gone the way of UE, but that's understandable because they miss more shots. They only shot 31% of their shots. But against FEU again, they upped their ante, 44.5 rebounds per ball game. Turnovers, you'll be amazed how UE actually, as open court as they like to play, as free-flowing as they are, they only have 15 turnovers a game in their 2 games against Ateneo. And in fact, against FEU, they improved on that and only had 8.5 turnovers per game in those 2 games. And that was an awesome stat for them.
In fact, they're actually the best in terms of keeping those turnover numbers low here in the league. It is UE versus Ateneo, and we are moments away from the official start of game number 1. But we'll take a break first, and we'll be back to even break it down even further here on Studio 23. Welcome back to the Araneta Coliseum. The first team out from the dugouts, the Ateneo Blue Eagles, the defending champions, and the team armed with an 11-game winning streak, headed by, of course, the MVP, the reigning MVP, Raba Al-Husseini, who is graduating together with that guy, Jai Reyes. And of course, Mr. Nonoy Baclao is included in that group. Again, welcome to our live and exclusive coverage over Studio 23. Boom Gonzalez, TJ Manotoc. And we mentioned earlier, top of the coverage, TJ, how a lot of personal, individual matchups are going to be very intriguing for these two teams.
Absolutely, especially if you look at the big men. That's one thing that comes to mind right away when we talk about Ateneo and UE. It's going to be really focused on the battle of the big men. Not to take anything away from the guards, which we'll discuss about later on. But these 4 guys will be really slugging it out inside on both ends of the floor. For Ateneo, you got the reigning MVP, Raba Al-Husseini, averaging 16 points and 7 rebounds a ball game. But he has been averaging 28 points against UE on 60% shooting from the field and even up the rebounds to 11.5. I don't think he's played any better against anybody else this season.
I think so too.
The way he has played against UE, and that's a scary stat for them. Nonoy Baclao is his partner in crime there. 6.3 points per game, not too many points, but look at what he does on the other aspects on the floor. Almost 8 rebounds per game, almost 3 blocks per ball game, and you cannot count the times he intimidates, taps away passes, boxes out, defends well. That's what Baclao gives for you. If you're UE, you're banking on Pari Nagas and Elmer Espiritu. You know what they can do. You know their experience. You also know their hunger for a title. They've been disappointed too many times in their career. You saw the desire in their eyes in that FEU series. You saw them play awesome. Even with Acuna and Lee playing well, they still put in their points. And you know these two are going to go all out against Baclao and Al-Husseini.
Well, you mentioned how big those 4 will play. They're doing so well that all of them are top 5 in scoring, rebounding, and 2 of them, actually, Baclao and Espiritu, are tops in shot blocking also here in the league. Now, TJ did not want to overlook the guards as the UE Red Warriors have come on to the floor here at the Araneta Coliseum. They are armed with an 8-game winning streak themselves, and the guard matchup is going to be very